today is Friday the 3rd of January 2025 and we are heading back into the office. So we've had almost 2 weeks off. Our last day was Friday the 20th and we could have not gone into work today and we could have gone back on the 6th, which a lot of people are doing. But to be honest, we always like to try and start clearing the backlog as quickly as we possibly can. The kids are still off, they don't go back till Monday. So all four of us are going to the office today. We're all going to help. Phoebe's going to be there and we'll try and dispatch as many orders as we can. And I think it's just, I've loved Christmas. Like, I really wasn't looking forward to Christmas as it approached, but I've actually really enjoyed having the break and realised how much I needed the break after all the stress of the previous year. But there's only so many TV programmes, Christmas movies, mince pies, crisps and stuff that you can eat. And I think we're now all craving a little bit of routine. So I'm going to grab some breakfast, make some packed lunches, and then we're going to head into the office. See you there. Okay, so as you can see, it's night time and we're back at home now. It's actually only 5:15, but it gets dark in December. So yeah, so we went to work. It was quite busy after the Christmas break. I'm not sure how many orders we sent out. I would have to double check today. David managed to injure himself on the way into work. That was not very pleasant. The kids helped, so Evie tidied the office and helped to tidy under the desks and start getting things cleared and sorted, and Sebastian did loads of prep, so that was really cool. And then we just packed as many of the orders that had come in over Christmas as we could, and then now it's the weekend and then we'll be back into work properly on Monday and the kids will go back, so we will start sort of like our proper normal back to work routine. So one of the things that I wanted to do over the Christmas break was start trying to clear stuff here, because I mentioned we're going to be moving back home. We don't need to leave the unit until the end of April. Our landlord has said she will try and get us out sooner if she can, obviously to help save us money. It's a big job moving everything out of there, and then we started at home, and there's a shed in the garden. When it's daytime I'll show you. And we had an office inside the house as well, and that worked really well for us until we wanted to employ people and wanted to expand. And I think one of the things we've realised now is our business has grown and then it's also shrunk, and then it's grown again a lot more, and then it's shrunk again. And I think one of the things that I've learned along the way is that it's never going to be like a big company with a big space and lots of employees, and I'm fine with that because that's not really what I set out to achieve. What I wanted was a business that would work around my family, work around my kids. And when I started, Evie was a baby. Well, I was pregnant with her, and the business has enabled me to be there for them when they were grown up, to be able to walk them to school every morning, to be able to be there for sports days, clubs, plays, all of that stuff. And that was what I really wanted. And I always wanted the business to fit around my lifestyle and provide me with better work-life balance. And what's happened is now the business has taken over, the stress has increased, and it's just become no different really than having a job, and all of the joy has been sucked out of it. So what I am hoping, I mean, moving back home with the business, yes, financially it is necessary because we can no longer justify the space and what we're spending each month there. And we don't need all of that space either. So we're going to be reducing a lot of the lines that don't really sell that well, so that the amount of space that we need at home is not too much. And we're going to try to see if we can change the way the business works and hopefully make it work more for us rather than us working for it. And that is my goal for this year. And that is what I am hoping to achieve, and to get back some of that joy that I felt about running my business in the beginning. So, first day back, new year, this is where we are. And I'm going to obviously keep documenting it as we move forward so you can see the journey as we sort of come back home to where we started.
We had cleared quite a lot of the backlog on Friday, but it actually ended up being quite a bit busier on the Monday. So even though we were closed for 10 days over the Christmas period, not that many orders had built up. I think it's because obviously people are busy doing lots of different things over the Christmas period and they've just spent a lot of money on Christmas presents, so they're not always really in a buying mood, even though January sales and things like that are going on. But Monday ended up actually being quite a bit busier than it had been on the Friday. So Phoebe had already allocated all of the items that she'd made that morning with the orders, and then I just went through, allocated the postage and printed off all of the labels, which you can see me doing here. The way that we decided to do it is to print the labels off, put those with the paper orders, we print the orders off too, and then we put the product and the order and the label in a plastic wallet, and then it gets sent over to the packing table. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it. I know obviously everybody does things in a slightly different way, and when I've spoken to other business owners, they don't do it like this. It's just the easiest way that we found because all of our items are personalised, so to make sure that we're sending the right thing to the right person, we've just found that this is the best way to do it. But if you know a different way to do it, I'd really love to hear some tips in the comments below. One of my goals for reducing costs this year is to reduce the different types of packaging that we use. So we are going to be streamlining our products, and we're getting rid of some of the products which are heavier to send and require lots of different sorts of packaging and just don't sell as well. One of our main products is the pet tag, and for that we use these hardbacked envelopes. Originally I started buying in these slightly smaller envelopes because they were a little bit cheaper, but we can't use these envelopes for some of the other products that we sell at other times of the year, so key rings or Christmas decorations, because they're just a little bit too small. And I also worry that because they are small, they might get lost in the post bags. We've sometimes had post bags delivered to us by raw mail that we're supposed to put our mail in, and they've had other people's letters in them, like the odd one or two, like lost in the bottom. So I worry about that happening with these because they're quite small. So moving forward, we're going to be using up these envelopes, and then we're just going to have one size hardbacked envelope. We used these over the Christmas period for our Christmas decorations, and they worked perfectly. We didn't have any damages or anything like that, so I think they'll be fine moving forward. And then my aim is to just really have one size envelope that we buy in, and maybe the large letter box, because I think we've got products that we need for that. And then I want to really consider any new products that we're thinking about and whether it means buying in more packaging, because we also want to be more sustainable.
5 minutes.
Now I feel like I'm in a cocoon. Oh, that's Blinky the owl. Okay, so putting these on is going to make my hand warmer.
Yeah, and warm your entire body. I don't know why, it just does.
Oh my god, my hand has actually gone like a funny purple colour.
Don't worry, within 5 minutes, your hand will be warm. Seriously, wait for it. It's incredible.
I'm finally getting through all my emails. I mean, I only had like 600 and something that I needed to get through. What am I on now? 619 unread emails. I bet any money that a large portion of these 619 emails are rubbish. I just hope then, I mean, I've been through, so I know it's not customer queries. I double checked that because I have them all separated out. But how do I accumulate 619 emails? I had it down to like 300 and something emails before Christmas. It's like this uncontrollable monster. And then I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, there's so many and it feels overwhelming. And then I just don't want to do anything with it. So, but yeah. But then there is a sense of satisfaction when I manage to get them down to a certain number. So I'm going to try and do that again, even though I'm freezing. Oh, today is going well.
So, as you know, we are planning on moving the business back home in the next couple of months. This is mainly due to the fact that we are getting significantly less orders than we were. So, it's not all doom and gloom. I think there's ways to turn it around, but obviously we have to react to what the climate is. And we've got the space at home. We're very lucky that we do. So that's our best option to try and immediately cut costs. The only issue is I am now faced with a ginormous task because we need to get this space ready. This did used to be our office years ago when we started from home. We've got a studio in the garden as well, and we've got this room, and this used to be our packing room, and I used to have my office in the corner. But over the years we've used it as a dining room, we've used it to keep all of our sort of like hobby stuff in, and it's just got a bit out of hand. We used to have guinea pigs and they used to be in here, but sadly we lost the guinea pigs last year. So it's just, I've been kind of using it to put everything while it needs to be sorted. I'm having a massive declutter. And so everything's been coming in here whilst it's been sort of going through the decluttering process. And it is quite a mess. And you don't even want to know about my office upstairs, which is another room where I've just shoved everything that I need to like sell or donate or whatever. So, and I'm pretty sure that I have ADHD. My husband definitely does. So trying to get things done is quite tricky. So this is on my kind of list of things to tackle, and you'll probably see me tackling it over the next few vlogs, but I'm going to show you the state it's in now. I am embarrassed, but I know that lots of people's have like a junk room effectively, which is what this is. So take a look. We've got storage cupboards at the back here, which have got a lot of craft supplies and things in. We've got, this has got craft supplies and stuff in there. Then we've got these built-in bookcases. My dad is a joiner, so he built all of these bookcases for us. We've got rid of a load of books, as you can see, so we've made some progress. We also are a big board game family, so that's our board game collection. So a lot of this needs to go so that we have space for packing materials and products and stuff. And then these are kind of just junk shelves, and this is where my desk used to be, and the packing table used to be here. Obviously, we've got Christmas stuff from Christmas. So it's looking a bit of a task, but it's doable. So I think I'll tackle one room at a time. My aim is probably to tackle this room and the studio in the garden to get that ready. And I probably need to set myself a date so that I can push myself to do it. So yes, help keep me accountable, please. Thank you. So Friday was the last day of the week that I was in the office, and it was the first day that I actually made it upstairs. So normally I am upstairs most of the time, and most of my work is done on the laptop, and I'm sort of doing business strategy and planning and marketing and things like that. But where we've been busy over Christmas, I've been downstairs helping with printing off orders and labels. Now that we'd finally cleared all of the backlog and it was a lot quieter, I wanted to get on with some much needed tidying. We will, as you know, be leaving the office in the next few months, so it is important that we do start to clear away a lot of the stuff that has just been cluttering up the office for the longest time. It's amazing how quickly you can fill a space without really realising that you're doing it. Once I'd done some of the clearing up, I decided it was time to sit down at the laptop and send an email to all of our mailing list, because we have a January sale on at the moment. So I wanted to make sure that I sent out an email to let them know to use the discount code before it ends at the weekend. At the moment we are using Klaviyo for our email marketing, but I am going to be cancelling that subscription. It is very expensive. Before we used MailChimp, and I was always quite happy with MailChimp. They're also not exactly on the cheap side, but they are cheaper than Klaviyo. We tried Klaviyo because I thought they had some sort of different automations and things that we could try, but to be honest, I found the designing of the actual emails quite tricky, and I do prefer MailChimp, but I might try something completely different and go for something really quite low cost and see if there are if there's any real difference in the features that we're getting. We do send emails out quite regularly to customers, probably not as often as we should. I think we send them maybe once or twice a month. We probably should be sending them weekly, but I don't like to bug people. So I know we could probably be doing better with our email marketing, but I don't know about you, I get so many emails and I kind of switch off from them now, so I'm not sure that it's that effective a way to market anymore. So as we are trying to cut as many costs as possible, I'm going to try a different platform, and I will let you know who we are using and how I find them once we've set it up. Thanks for coming with us for this behind the scenes of my working life this week, and we hope you enjoyed the vlog.